Got here my Tinyhawk 2 Freestyle with a Naked GoPro Hero 6 on it. It's going to be a short video on how I put it together and to see how it flies. So nothing fancy, I just used a zip tie and I ran it through the openings on the FPV cam plate mounts on the side there, and ran it through the opening where the GoPro slides in on the TPU mount that comes with the Beta 95X or 85X. Now for the harness, all I did was directly solder it onto the board where the battery leads are connected, and it powers it up just fine. Just to prove that it works, let me plug it in. See the light flash, and let's push the power button. Hit record. Gotta wait a second. There we go. So for the flight, I was using these GMB 520s. The only problem is that they are a little bit old, they don't hold the charge very well, and you can see that they're a little bit puffy. So the problem was that when I was flying, I was getting maybe 30 seconds to 60 seconds of flight. And on some of the packs that I flew, I think the voltage dropped so low that the GoPro actually just stopped recording. So I only have maybe a whole minute of flight footage from the GoPro. So in the near future, I might order some new 1S lipos and maybe do a new video with longer flight times or flight footage. But for now, here's what I got. Got here the first flight. Not sure what happened to the DVR footage. I don't have it for this one. But luckily I got the GoPro footage. So you got the unstabilized and stabilized footage. And you just saw that I did a roll there. Feels similar to just having the Insta360 Go. There's probably like a 6 or 7 gram difference between the Naked GoPro and the original Insta360 Go. So overall feels pretty similar in terms of flying. It is a little bit windy here today, so I probably didn't get the best lines or whatever, but it works just to test it out. And then, like I said earlier, the lipos I got here are not the best. So there does seem like there's a little bit of lack of power, but overall I think it flies pretty well. So I wouldn't consider this to be anything like a cinematic rig, but definitely cool to have GoPro footage from something like a Tinyhawk 2 Freestyle, because the Insta360 Go footage is decent, but I feel like the stabilization and all that doesn't look that great. I'm not sure about the new Insta360 Go 2, which is the same weight as a Naked GoPro, but maybe that one will work out a lot better for this one, I'm not sure. Here's some more flight footage. Got DVR and GoPro footage, but the GoPro footage is only about 10 seconds, so you'll see that roll there and then kind of this loop, and then it's going to turn off when I start going or trying to go underneath the fence. I don't know why. I mean, looking at the voltage, it looks fine. It doesn't drop too low or anything, but for some reason it turns off. And then the camera I was using to record, the sound kind of just falls over, so all we have is this DVR footage. But you can kind of see that Tinyhawk 2 Freestyle can still kind of handle all these maneuvers, even with these really bad lipos I got. But I don't know, looking at this footage, I think there's something wrong with my DVR or the monitor. I'm using a new one, the Easy Moneagle, but I mean, you can kind of see what's going on. And oh, there's a cutout there because for some reason the length of the video doesn't match the actual length of the audio that I got. So there's something wrong with the DVR itself, or I'm not sure what's going on. But overall, you can see that with a Naked GoPro on here, it still flies pretty well. I think it's a lot better option than an Insta360 Go, considering, I guess, even the original Insta360 Go was like 200. I think the new one's like 300. So if you find a used GoPro for like 200 or less, I think this would make a great camera to use on a Tinyhawk or something like this.